I want to share with you something that happened this week. My father, shall live and be well, calls me up on Motzi Shabbos. He says, Ari, I don't have good news. There was a death in the family. A cousin of his, a woman, was nifter over Shabbos. She was not religious, not a frum woman. My father had very little to do with her, especially during the last few years. The daughter of this cousin, which is his second cousin now, called my father to relay this information. She was giving the details to my father about the funeral. She says, by the way, it's not going to be an ordinary funeral because we're not burying her. We're cremating her. My father says to me, Ari, what are we going to do about it? How can I let this happen to my cousin? Don't we have an achrayus? My father says, I don't know what to say. Maybe you do. Maybe you have some advice. You think we could change it? Now, listen, she was a woman. She gave instructions to her family. And it's probably etched in stone. And probably her daughter wants to listen to her mother's last wishes. But do you think there's still a chance we could change? I told my father what my thoughts were. I said to my father, listen, I'm not an expert in this. There are people who are experts. Call Misaskin. I am sure they get this question all the time. How do you answer people who want to cremate their relatives? My father called Misaskin. Misaskin guided him. They told him why people want to cremate. These are the answers you should give. Arm yourself. They're going to be defensive. Go on the offense. Every answer he was given. They told him call another organization. He called them. They gave him other answers. He called 3 different organizations. He was totally ready to now and call the daughter and say why they need to bury their mother and not cremate her. In the end, my father called me today. It didn't happen. For whatever the reasons are, it didn't happen. It didn't come to fruition, and they cremated her. My father felt terrible. He couldn't stop it. I told my father, don't worry. You tried your best. Look, you did what Moshe Rabbeinu instructs us to do. Even when we think there's nothing we can do, consult people. Ask for advice. Have a meeting of the minds. It's not up to us to decide what the end result will be. It wasn't up to Moshe Rabbeinu to decide whether there'll be 10 makkos or there won't be 10 makkos. It's up to Hashem. But I have to allow Paro to have a discussion with his people. And I told my father, you got the news. You got the bad news. What did Hashem want from you? Discuss it. Get advice. See what you can do. What the end result is up to the Rebbeinu Shalom.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.